Hello, this is part 303. Alright. For a long time, I have heard the term or phrase that forgiving self is suggested, needed, and considered. I know this was or is important to me somehow, for what I could not comprehend its true profound purpose of forgiving self. I believe there is a core energy felt from within, possible to mental anguish, contempt, or dissolute attitude. This feeling within myself feels like denial, blame, and upset with a need to solve. What I notice is that multiple reasons keep me from forgiving others. Therefore, I have resentments, regrets, or unsolved PTSD, trauma, or grief. It is it is until I find a peace within self to admit, accept, and forgive myself for one of the attributes of too tough or too soft in belief in self um, discovery of being true or being one with self and God. For the living God is the living man or woman. Through merits of these achievable goals is how to become one. See? Oh. Cool your temper, calm your mind. Peace and planning, acting and reacting. I have a life. It has taken me 44 years to accept I have a life to look forward to. A selfless life, not a selfish one, like the one I have lived until now. Although the learning curve has always been there, I have never accepted myself as myself. It does not mean I claim to know myself. It means I have found peace within myself. I have found peace to get along with myself. I have found peace to live with myself and to peacefully live out my life until it is extinguished with peace of mind. Allowing myself to never fully understand, but to live life in a meaningful way. Sometimes I think that the elders are too old to understand me, as I am also too old to understand 20-year-olds. In a vast, ever growing, lost, advanced tech era, the division. The thing I notice about our own energy the most is from our own chakras. I sense or feel the urges of our own chakras, especially through visual tactics from our sinful desires, or what we promote for other entities or agencies. As television became popular and in every home in America, now every hand of every elder, man, woman, and child. The behaviors of many are regulated to this, if not encouraged by sight or what we see, and then see it as normal, the grooming process to the new norm. Regulated, regulated so that not to become wise or mental cognition of what's present and amongst us, immature elders and blind middle-aged group overwhelmed and stressed as the younger generation from toddler to adolescent growing up looking up to the adults to see, hear, and feel the chaotic energy. Chaos AD. Sepultura. But yeah, see? Spiritual belief in miracles transcend us and solves depression because of the pure belief in God and self, therefore, able to heal mind, body, and spirit. Literally. Let the healing journey begin. In our minds, the God mode, there is a focus in every subject aspect of our journey. The greater aspects of our future that is above grief, anger, and tempered rage is the ability to live with yourself at the end. Are you happy with the way you have lived the life you were given? My goal is to give back to my father in every way possible. My life because of his joy / pride, my life for his. Uh, Boast, brag, or showing off, and gloating along with seeking validation to be seen and recognized or acknowledged for you, for needs or wants, and for positive or negative outcomes, for immediate gratification, selfish gains, but also to belittle or bully and hurt the feelings of uh, or demean the meaning of importance or others' presence, even to manipulate beliefs or to make others feel less important through desires of material possessions. And also, quantity and quality of others may feel inadequate or proper or good enough in status, class, position in modern contemporary society norms, putting others down or above all others and possibly holier than thou. In order to be able to put up with, handle, fathom, accept, and endure a world of today, one must be strong and understand to be able to be soft with empathy. From the dearest, then all the way to the cruelest. To burden this for all, or for all to burden themselves with life. To choose or not to choose for the best benefit. Therefore, one cannot be so sure. In fact, today I still can't be so sure of myself because of this. To care or not to care, and how much is to care for self? Also, at what cost? What sacrifices do we leave behind, abandon, abort, neglect, or wade in circumstances of the balance as to not forget or force further turmoils? The test is influence. The test of influence. The test is intuition. The test of intuition. Or fruition? I don't know. Into fruition, onto fruition. What does fruition mean? Or tuition? What do we feel when we see, for good or for bad? What is the process? What is the process of mind, mental thoughts, desires, intention, or demands? Do we know our feelings? Do we know our feelings or emotions to avoid reckless behavior or solutions to our good and bad habits? Are we able to refrain or abstain? Are we able to acknowledge these recognizable emotions and or desires and temptations when our own life would be better off without what we see? That's pretty. Lust and desires. What do you feel? See what you see and your first rapid thought upon noticing the opposite genders. The provocative nature against modesty and humbling yourself. The promotion of exploitation of gender equality, balance, and center of too much and too little. As we dissect the perversions of our inadequate belief in ourselves in a contemporary norms, twisted meanings, definitions, and rewards, but twisted from whom, unto whom, to bring what showering outcome to mankind? If you sit down and really think about it, we or you are what you watch. A signal reaches out to you, a signal of desire and hate. Anyway, good job.